Good morning, you're watching News X. My name is Vineet Malhotra and India celebrates its 73rd Republic Day today. One of the key features of the celebration is the Republic Day, or rather on the Republic Day will be the parade which will be held at Rajpath in New Delhi, where India's military might, cultural diversity and many unique initiatives will be on display. Well, we'll be covering this event minute by minute. We'll be talking with our experts as well. And without further ado, let me introduce some of our panelists who will be guiding us and taking us through this momentous day. Group Captain UK Devnath, former IIF defense and strategic expert, is joining us on the program. Group Captain VN Jha, defense expert, is also here with us. Major General Jks Parihar, defense expert, also joins us on this momentous occasion. General, good morning to you, if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. These are COVID times, but the fervor with which the authorities have been able to organize this event, though the crowds are going to be a lot thinner as compared to the previous occasions, but nevertheless, in your opinion, what is the essence of the Republic Day this time around? We will be showcasing our might, and that drone factor definitely is something which is going to send a lot of signals to our adversaries.
That's true. That Republic Day parade has a huge significance by three terms. First, we show our strength to at the global level. All our friends and enemies, they are keenly watching how it is being happening. Second is the solidarity of Indian armed forces to the country and countrymen. That is another aspect of it. And third is among the armed forces, the synergy and their heritage has been showcased. So it has a lot of meaning for the country as a for the countrymen as well as the international level. And now during the COVID era, we are able to manage two previous RD parades. And this time again, the number of contingent is less. Their per contingent strength has been reduced. Total number of people, those who are going to witness, is around 24,000. But the fact is that the Josh and content of the RD parade will remain there. It's a historic event for us. And as the Central Vista is taking place, the new Rajpath, that is another fact which is coming up, changes in the Amar Jawan Jyoti to War Memorial. So all these events are going to make this RD parade is a very historical event of last 75 years, 70 years since we have started from 1950, and the first parade on Rajpath was in 1955. So it's a great event and great occasion. I salute to my all martyrs and countrymen for dispatching their all solidarity to the country and to the nation.
De facto arrangement by India for decades now to showcase our progress, but there are other countries who still continue to do so, and there has been immense competition amongst countries as well as to who can come up with the biggest bang for their buck. In your opinion, sir, what has been India's achievement ever since COVID began, and ever since India has realized that it's not just competing with one enemy? We have the potential to wage wars against two nations who have been staring down the barrel at us for a very, very long time. And just like China, India too is going to use this opportunity to give a stern message. General Parihar, if you're there with us.
So far, our strength is concerned, the biggest strength of our country is solidarity whenever there is a crisis. Whatever kind of a crisis, which is a natural calamities or this COVID pandemic, or we have any other issues, whenever it comes, the entire India, they stand together. That is the biggest thing. Second is the flexibility and quick adaptability. When the COVID came, we were looking for PPE kit and mask. Now look at that. Within 2 years, you have everything, whatever is required. Second wave gave you a lot of problem in infrastructure, which we have overcome just within 2.5 months. So that is the biggest strength India has, the flexibility, quick adaptability, and do the modifications immediately. That you call it in the army is the jugaad, which has been used even for the weapons we do it. This is the one part. Second, the country never builds within a year, 5 year or 10 years. It takes decades and decades. Each and every government has taken tremendous effort to bring the country up to this level. Our industries, the way it has grown, that is commendable. Our healthcare system today, it is one of the best in the world, despite that we have problems in our PSCs and other. But on top level of the healthcare system, the modernization and delivery, we are far, far ahead even with the European and American countries. The way we have managed COVID, that is our another strength. Second, the Indianization is taking place. It's a really commendable effort by our government. Now remember 1965, we have a problem with the wheat, etc. We were getting the red wheat from USA, the PL 480. Then we had a green revolution, white revolution. It has come up. We have become a self-reliance in our food and agriculture. Weapons also, we are now making our own weapons. We have become a big IT power. In space, we have a recognition. So the country goes and grows with this strength of determination and to do our best in all situations. So overall, we are proud of Indians. We have come out of poverty to great level. There are certain flaws will always be there. Even the US and Russia, they have. But I am sure the next decade is of the rapid progress of India in GDP, in the IT sector, space, military power. And I feel the 2040, the India will be just heading and neck to neck with the China, in not only in the Asia, but even in the global level, we will be the recognizing power as a superpower. But that superpower is not to dominate and do the bullying on the other countries as a friendly one. What challenges we are facing? I won't say this, we are fighting against the two countries. We are fighting against the one country, China, and the Pakistan is supporting. Pakistan is a puppet of the China and they do together. So it is, I would say it is a one front war of the China and Pakistan rather than keeping them two away from there. And the China will keep on pouring problems to us. Our border will remain volatile for next 30 years. Because shipping, he has his different agenda, and to keep the India under control, our LAC will remain like this for next 20 to 30 years. There will be no change, rather than there will be escalations in between. That is going to happen. So how to cope up with that? We have to be in a vigilant mode, and army modernization, army in the armed forces modernization is very much important. But ultimately, you gain on the economy, IT and space. If you are doing well and keeping a good military strength, nothing can beat you to reach up to the top.
Right, absolutely. And General Parihar, the President also spoke last night, and there were a number of other important issues that he alluded to. He spoke about women empowerment in the armed forces, which has become a highlight of the inclusive policy that Group Captain Jha also spoke of. He also spoke about climate change and how India is spearheading that particular goal for the world as well. And renewable energy is also something that India has always been passionate about, and it's actually connotative that India is walking the talk. It's just not talking, it is doing something about all these global concerns.
Yeah, the president address is basically wherever it is the guidelines and the vision of the country's government. And president has rightly highlighted these issues, and if the country has to grow, we have to find out the renewable energy sources as alternative resources. This is very essential. Women empowerment, after all, you have more than 50% population belongs to the women, so how can you leave them apart? They have to be part of it. And wherever I am very strong proposer of women empowerment. They have done wonderful for the country whenever they are given any right from the Prime Minister of India, how she has done remarkable. She made a country, Bangladesh, and then on all spheres of our uh, system, governance system, now in armed forces, earlier the medical officers and nursing officers they have done the wonderful job. Now my daughter is in EME. All ladies are wherever they are considered as a very sincere and dedicated professional. So we have identified them and we are promoting them. This country will grow when the mother is well developed and respected. The well developed, well respected mother gives you the better child development. So it's a circle. Women empowerment is essential for country's growth and overall development. Regarding infrastructure, yes, the president has rightly mentioned you have to grow, make a big infrastructure. And the underline, I would say, on all what we have discussed in the presidential address and the ethos of the government, two most important things is that don't be overconfident, must have the introspection, find out our fault, and go ahead. Our country is a diverse country where you need to be in the center, plus minus 5 degree right and left. Extreme right and extreme left is hardly injurious to our growth and development. That is very, very important. Inequality in the development is equally bad. If you have a 50% of the GDP is governed by the 10% people and 90% are not getting the advantage, that inequality has to be considered and to be removed immediately. These are the issues which come. Our rural infrastructure is developing very well, but we need to make more efforts in the education and health sector so that it is for the one for all. I am not criticizing. I am hoping that the country, as it is a development, is something like the 70 years. Every second the country has worked hard to reach it. And next, every time you have a target. If,
Right.
65 and 71 war, we have won with the old weapons. The time comes you have the newer weapons, like in the medical field, what equipment I was using in 1980 and what I am using today is much different. So
All right.
every contribution by the every part of the country, every citizen, every government is tremendous. I am hoping that by all hurdles, whatever I have highlighted, we will overcome of it, and country
Okay.
will grow as one of the best country at the global level.
Absolutely. And we completely concur to that thought as well as that ideology. Thank you, gentlemen, for being a part of this, momentous occasions, the 73rd Republic Day. And we'll keep our eye on all the proceedings from Rajpath and other parts of the country as well. Dipping into a short break. Be right back.